Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning fingerpicking etude number 5. So this is the 5th etude in our fingerpicking series, but this one's a little bit special because it's going to be tied to our fingerpicking course. So if you guys click this link right here, you can check out the complete fingerpicking concepts course. So it's going to be an intro to fingerstyle playing, and it's going to focus on teaching you guys 3 styles of fingerpicking. So that's going to be using only the thumb. The second style would be using a 3-finger approach, which is actually what this lesson's all about. And the last style has us using a 4-finger approach. So this lesson is not only on using 3-finger approach, but it's also on understanding what Travis picking is. So Travis picking is named after Merle Travis, and basically in a nutshell, it's a repetitive picking pattern that the right hand does, but the chords on the left hand will continually change. So what does that mean? So let's say we have a picking pattern that goes string 3, string 2, string 4, string 1, and it just repeats, and I'm just going to make a C chord. So I have 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1. So my first chord is C. Let's say my second chord is C major 7. So you see my right hand will do the same pattern, and then my chord will change, and I can just keep going back between C to C major 7. So in a nutshell, that's all Travis picking is. It's a repetitive right hand picking pattern, but the underlying chords continually change. Now, a famous example of that in a song is Dust in the Wind. So go listen to Dust in the Wind real quick, and you'll hear the guitar doing that throughout the entire piece. So what it does is it creates a really interesting sound because you get that same picking pattern, but you get all these different chords, and that's what this tune is all about. So this lesson is going to be part 1, and in part 1 we're going to learn the entire first A melody. And if you guys want to learn the rest of the tune, which is the B melody, we'll be learning that in part 2 of the lesson at rockclass101.com. Just look for fingerpicking etude number 5, and you guys can get the complete tabs to print off with, follow along as a PDF format, plus access to the on-screen tab viewer, which is really cool. You can hit play, watch the tab scroll across in real time. You can highlight bars to loop them, slow it down to whatever speed you want. Just a great asset in learning this song that much quicker. So let's go ahead and kick into this lesson. So before we talk about the repetitive right hand pattern, let's just recap with the 3-finger approach. So we have 2 choices. We could use our thumb, index, and middle finger for our 3-finger picking approach, or we could use what I like to do is thumb, second, and ring finger. So either way, your thumb will get string 4 and 3, and if you use this way, your index finger will get string 2 and your middle finger will get string 1. But again, the way that I like to do it is thumb, second, third. So again, thumb, as we said, will always get string 4 and 3. But this way, your middle finger gets string 2 and your ring finger gets string 1. So most people will probably use this. I just prefer this. So with that said, now let's learn our repetitive right hand picking pattern. So we actually don't need to make a chord right now. We can just leave everything open, and let's learn the pattern that repeats throughout the entire tune. So the pattern is going to be this. We're going to use our thumb to play string 4 and our ring finger to play string 1. So we're going to hit that together. And then after that, we're going to play 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So if I put that together, guys, I have... Okay, let me go ahead and call out string names. I have together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So that's what you want to memorize. You want to memorize together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Now, the other thing is the timing of it. So the first hit together, 4 and 1 together, that's going to last a quarter note. Rest of the notes are going to be eighth notes. So if I count it, I have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So again, I have 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. And again, if I call it out just by the string names, then I have 3, 4, together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So that's the pattern that repeats throughout the entire song, regardless of the chord. So again, in essence, that's what Travis picking is. Repetitive pattern of the right hand for finger picking while the chord changes. So let's go ahead and make the chord. So we're going to use a C chord for the first one. So that's just the ring finger on the first string, 3rd fret. And we're going to hit together. Then we're going to play 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so you want to get that down. So just pause the video and you want to practice together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, again with me. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and if I call out strings, 3, 4, together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, again, ready, go. Together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so that pattern repeats the entire song. So the first chord, again, is that C major chord. The second chord is C major 7, so we're just going to use the middle finger to play the 2nd fret of string 1. Okay? After that, we're playing a C6, which is all opens. And then after that, we're going back to C major 7. So bar 1 is C, and it's got that right hand repetitive picking pattern. Bar 2 is C major 7. Bar 3 is C6, all opens. And bar 4 is C major 7 again. Okay, so if I have the pattern, I have together for bar 1. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Bar 2, I have C major 7, same pattern, together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Bar 3, C6 opens, together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Bar 4, back to C major 7, together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So if I cycle through all 4 bars, guys, I have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, and if I play it without calling out, I have 3, 4. Okay, now let me go ahead and just cycle through it a little bit quicker. Right, we start to hear it. So remember, start slow, practice slowly, speed comes in time. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? So there's the first 4 bars for the A melody. After that, remember, we're doing the same right hand picking pattern, but now our chord will change to playing out of G7s. So let's break it down like this. Make a regular G7. So that's your middle finger on the 2nd fret of string 3, index finger on the 1st fret of string 2, and your ring finger on the 2nd fret of string 1. There's your stock G7 chord, right? With the 4th string, the G string, open. So the first variation we have is G7 sus4. So lift that ring finger up, put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of string 1. Okay? So that's for bar 5. Bar 6 goes back to that basic G7. So lift the pinky up, make the basic G7. Then the next bar will be a variation again, where all you do is lift up that ring finger. So this one is called G7 sus2. So it's 0, 2, 1, open 1st string. And then it goes back to G7, but we have a little variation, so we'll talk about bar 8 last. So bar 5 is G7 sus4. It's got the pinky down on the 3rd fret. The next bar is regular G7. And the next bar is lifting up the ring finger, G7 sus2. Okay? So remember that pattern starts the same. So bar 5, put the pinky down, 0, 2, 1, 3. We have together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then to regular G7, together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then lift that ring up, together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so if I cycle through it again, I have 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... Okay? So again, G7 sus4, pinky. Regular G7. Then G7 with a sus2. Okay, if I play it without calling. Okay, bar 8 sounds like this. So it's all quarter notes, and we're basically flipping between all 3 of these chord shapes, right? So we start with the pinky down. So here's the trick for the first hit. We're gonna pluck strings 1, 2, and 4 together. Okay, so you're making it out of that sus4, so that pinky's down. So I'm plucking all string 4, 2, and 1 together. After that, I go to the G7 shape, so lift the pinky up, make the regular G7. I'm only plucking strings 1 and 2 here. After that, I lift the ring finger up, pluck strings 1 and 2 only, and then put the ring finger back down. So check out that movement. I have sus4, regular G7, G7 sus2, lift that ring up, put it back down, regular G7. So watch the movement on string 1. Remember, the first hit includes the open 4. So together, then strings 1 and 2 together only. And all quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a really cool way to switch up that Travis picking to give us a little variation. So if I play bars 5 through 8, guys, this is what I get. So if I call it out slowly, this is what I have: 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And even slower: 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that is the first 8 bars for the A melody. So what's going to happen after that is you're going to repeat back. You're going to play the same first 4 bars, everything identical. So back to C, C major 7, C6, C major 7. After that, we have our second ending. So these next 4 bars are going to be different. So it's going to sound like this. With a little ritardando added to the end of it. So let's break down the second ending. So this first chord is going to be a partial bar, and what we're going to be playing is an F major 9. So basically just take your index finger, lay it flat on the 5th fret, strings 1, 2, and 3. So the 4th string is going to be open. Next, take the ring finger, put it on 7 on string 1. So here's our first one, F major 9. So again, the same pattern applies, guys. Together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Okay? After that, F6, 9 is very easy. All you're going to do is lift that ring finger up, and you're going to play the same pattern for the next bar. Okay, so the first bar was together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then the second bar, just lift that ring finger up, and you have open 5, 5, 5. So all flat. So this one is together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Right? So all that happens is that 7 lifts up. So the first one, second one, lift up. Okay, what makes this cool is that we're going from a major, F major, now we're going to the minor. So it's got a sad feel for the ending. Okay, so what happens here is a little tricky because we've got a bit of a stretch. So we left off on flat on 5. Here's what's going to happen. This middle finger is going to go on 5 on string 3. Then your index will go on 4 on string 2, and your pinky will stretch to 7 on string 1. Our G string remains open throughout this. So we have a minor major right here. Quite a little clash, right? But a cool sounding chord. So same picking pattern, but you guys are starting a little retard on this part until we get to the last one. So again, same picking pattern, together, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, and then the last one, all we're gonna do is lift the pinky up and put the ring finger on 5 on string 1. Okay, so the last chord is open, 5, 4, 5. The last one is just an F minor 6 with a 9 added. I know, these crazy chords, right? So just think of the bass as this is a major and going to a minors. So let me cycle through those 4 bars again for the ending. So again, we start with flat on 5 and add the ring to 7 on 1. Lift the ring. Third bar, we switch to the next chord, the little minor major. So that's middle on 5 on string 3, index on 4 on string 2, and pinky on 7 on string 1. Same picking pattern, together. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then lift that pinky up, add the ring finger to 5 on string 1. The last one's just going to be a strum, so we can strum all 4 strings down. So watch how I cycle through all 4 bars. Okay? So the tricky one you guys want to work on is going from flat to the minor major. So a way to practice that is like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, just put it in like a timing, like half notes. Start real slow. So you're just practicing the chord change. You know, once you get comfortable at that, you can boost it up a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're just developing muscle memory, which basically means that you can change chords quickly. You know how much pressure to apply, what position your fingers should be in, and you don't have to think about it. It's kind of like, you know, all at this playing level, you guys probably have all those basic chords down, and you can switch between it, and you're just spaced out talking to somebody. So it's the same thing. That's all we call muscle memory. So that completes everything for the A melody. So let me go ahead and just play through everything, and this is all that we've learned throughout this lesson. So here's what everything put together sounds like from the start. Then remember, it goes back, repeats. Then ending 2. You can add a retard. Okay, remember the ritardando is just a natural slow. It's kind of like when you're driving, the light turns yellow to red, right? You don't slam on your brakes, right? You gradually slow down to stop on the red light. So it's the same concept. Start to slow. Right, so a gradual slow down. So keep that in mind when you're working on ritardando. Alright guys, so that's everything for this lesson. Remember, key things to take away is that this was Travis picking. It's a repetitive right hand pattern, so our right hand does the same thing over and over while the chords continually change. And the next thing to take away is that it's a 3-finger approach for finger picking. So the thumb gets 2 strings and middle finger gets 1 string, ring gets the other. Or if you use this way, thumb again gets 2 strings, index gets the second, middle got the first string. So it makes for a very efficient way for finger picking, and 3-finger approach works great for Travis picking style. If you guys enjoyed this lesson, you want to learn the second half, which is the B melody. We're going to be covering that in part 2 of the video lesson at rockclass101.com. So you can also get the complete tabs to print off and follow along with. Keep in mind, this lesson is part of our fingerpicking concepts course. So there we're going to be covering more on the 3-finger approach, more on a 4-finger approach, and more on a thumb approach. So all the links are in the description box below, or that little card thing that pops up. You guys can click that, or just go to the site and click courses. All right, guys, I will see you in part 2 of the lesson. Thanks.